Okay. What is going on, everybody? Like you saw in the title, I had issues with my truck about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and it took 2 weeks to get it fixed. Well, actually it took 2 weeks for us to find out what the problem was with the truck. There's so many things we changed that we were checking and we just couldn't figure it out. But thank God we got the truck running. The truck is actually performing a little better than what it used to, and I'll go over all that right now in a minute. Now, before I start the video, there's something I want to show you guys. Actually, something I want to unbox on camera, because this here is thanks to everybody that's been supporting GR Trucking and Demolition since the beginning. For you guys that have been with us since the Mac videos, Unit 75, back when I started doing videos with my dad's truck before I had my truck, to the guys that joined when I bought my truck, and to everybody that's still rocking and watching and supporting the channel. This is thanks to you guys. You guys subscribed. We passed 100,000, and this is the plaque that YouTube sent us. So I'm gonna be unboxing it right now. Very quickly, before I start unboxing the plaque, I just want to show y'all the truck. Right before I did my load, because I moved an excavator right now, I took a little bit of time, started cleaning the truck. I hadn't detailed it in a while, and man, it looks good. It looks real good. I got my mini fridge right there with waters. Here's the plaque we're gonna be unboxing right now. Don't forget, guys, shop GR Trucking. Link will be in the description below. Get y'all a T800 hat. Also, we got the grind don't stop safety vest. Got a couple of pillows right here in the back. My USA flags. Legacy low seat. But let's go ahead and start unboxing this thing right here. All right, guys, let's open this thing up. Okay, we get a letter here from YouTube and a small business card. Congratulations on your subscriber milestone. We are honored to take part in recognizing your achievement and want your experience to be exceptional. This award was inspected and packaged with great care by Rick. Thank you, Rick. If each of your subscribers were a light year, they could take you from one side of the Milky Way to the other. That's far. And it's why today we're so excited to celebrate your special YouTube journey with you. Not only have you brought a unique voice and style to the world, you've also created valuable connections and built a community along the way. That's right, T800. In that spirit, YouTube is proud to present you with the Silver Creator Award, which celebrates your hard work and incredible achievement. Congratulations on this amazing milestone, just one of many that we hope will follow in the future. After all, there are countless others out there who have yet to discover your passion and dedication. Whether they come to your channel to learn something new or just for a laugh, a whole new audience is waiting for you to inspire them. Just as your growing community continues to inspire you. We can't wait to see what you do next, and we'll be with you every step of the way. Yours sincerely, Susan, CEO of YouTube. This is the letter that comes in the package. All right, and now let's see what's in here. There it is. Presented to GR Truck and Demolition for passing 100,000 subscribers. This is real nice. It's like a mirror in the middle, the play button, and it seems like it's aluminum. Here's a better look at it. GR Truck and Demolition, 100,000 subscribers, YouTube logo on the bottom. And you can hang it. It has these little hanger clips. This is real nice. Thank you guys for helping me reach this milestone once again. This wouldn't have been accomplished if it wasn't for you guys that have been rocking with me since the beginning, and for the ones that joined along the way. So this was the problem I was having with the truck. It would not go over 1700 RPMs at all. It don't matter if I was in low gears or high gears, but when I was parked and the truck was in neutral, I could rev it up all the way to 2200. So that was the reason why I went to the mechanic shop for. The mechanic ran a diagnostic, and one of the injectors was way off from the other ones, so it needed to be replaced or repaired. We changed that injector and the gasket, the ring that goes on that injector, because it was broken. The guy changed that out. I went and test drove it. The truck drove like shit. It was worse than what it was. Well, actually, I didn't have an issue when I took it in. It was just that it wouldn't go over 1700 RPMs. But now it was just driving like shit, literally. We diagnosed it again, and now it was showing that same injector and another one. They were both acting up. What we had to do, take those two injectors out, and the guy recommended, hey, let's take the head off, take all of the injectors and check those rings on the each injector, because they might be broken. If this one was broken, the other ones might be broken too. I'll put a picture right now right here on the screen so you guys can see. So like 4 or 5 of those were broken. He put all new rings on all the injectors, changed those 2 injectors out, and also he told me to buy the harness that goes throughout the head inside where the jacks go connected to. So I also bought that. That's new on the truck. Just kind of thinking what could be the issue. All of that was put on the truck. Truck started running fine, but it still didn't want to go over 1700 RPMs. So we were still in the same boat. I was still in the same situation that I was when I took the truck to the shop. That was the reason why I went to the shop. So we came to the conclusion, well, the mechanic came to the conclusion it has to be maybe a ECM problem. But before we did all that, they let him borrow an ECM, which we put on the truck, and then the truck didn't want to start. So he put back my original ECM, the ECM of my truck, and guess what? It didn't want to start either. So now we were, what the hell? We just took off the ECM and put it back on. We just took off the computer and put it back on. Why isn't the truck starting? We kept on doing stuff here and there. We were running computers. There was no check engines. I didn't have no check engine at all. There was no codes on the computer. There's nothing that can kind of lead us to what the problem was. So they so another guy came, brought his computer, and he was like, well, there's no codes, everything is good, you have good ground, you have enough watts, there has to be a fuel problem. Had to change the fuel pump. Now that was the issue why the truck didn't want to start. But it kind of sucks because the fuel pump went out when I was at the mechanic shop. So, oh well. Changed that out, the truck started. But it still didn't go over 1700 RPMs. A few things we started to do. Cleaned out this check valve. Checked it out. That was fine. We cleaned all of the fuel lines. I mean, my fuel lines are new. I did all new fuel lines when I did the 200-gallon tanks. So we cleaned them out with air. The guy, the mechanic, was looking inside of my tanks to make sure my tanks were clean, and he was like, man, your tanks are so clean. Like, I haven't seen tanks this clean. So that could have not been the issue. The lines were clean, the diesel was clean, there was no water on the diesel. The diesel was super clean. Another thing he checked was this the boost. I'm not sure what it is, but he took this apart and checked all of that. That was good too. And also the speed sensor. The speed sensor goes right behind the transmission. He told me that those things sometimes cannot send the computer the speed you're traveling, so it kind of restricts how fast you're going. That was not the issue either. He took apart my pedal. We put another sensor on the pedal to see if that could have been the issue. That was not the issue. So we were kind of already running out of options, like what could it be, what could it be? I called my buddy Frank. He's the one that services my heavy equipment, the excavator, the Bobcat, and he's certified to work on cats and Komatsus, John Deere's, whatever, heavy equipment like that. He came out, he brought his computer, he tested all the injectors with the Caterpillar computer. He looked at the ECM, and let me show you what we found. He told me, take your ECM to Caterpillar, because I forgot what it's called, but it's right here on this page that they gave me at CAT, because I had to take my ECM to CAT. The VSL protection. The VSL protection, vehicle speed protection, was set at 1650, which is about where my truck was cutting off once I was driving it. The gauge said 1700, but the gauges on these trucks, they're a little bit off, they're not accurate. So this was set, the VSL was set at 1650 RPMs. Also, what was set at 1650 was, let me see, my intermediate gears engine RPM limit was at 1650. Also my top engine limit, the 2120, no, that was set at 2120, so that was right. My lower gears engine RPM limit was also set at 1650. So what I did, I went to CAT. They kept on sending me to different people until I ended up with the right guy. And his name is, I'm gonna tell you guys his name because he really helped me out. If it wasn't for him, this truck, I don't know if we would have figured out what was the freaking issue. But I have his car somewhere here. Where is it? Craig, if I'm not mistaken, it's Craig Book. So the mechanic took off my ECM. I went and picked it up. I took it to Caterpillar, Mustang Cat. And they plugged it into their computer. They were looking through it. And I just told them, you know, if he could open up all of that, the VSL, the lower gears, the intermediate gears from 1650 to 2120. Like I said, the VSL protection was at 1650. Changed it to 2120 RPMs. Everything else, I mean, was good. 475 horsepower, governed speed 1800 RPMs, rated peak torque 1650 at 1200 RPM, top engine speed 2120, engine serial, everything is here. The guy at CAT told me, I'm not sure this is gonna solve your problem, but go ahead and try it out. So I paid the 300 bucks. They changed that stuff on my ECM. Went back to the mechanic shop. We put the computer back on the truck. I drove it, and guess what? That was it. That was the issue. I'm not sure what caused the problem, because I used to be able to rev my truck up to like 1900 RPMs without an issue, and out of nowhere it just started doing that. So I don't know if maybe somehow the computer might have reset itself, but I unplugged my diesel freak harness. Not sure if it had anything to do with it, but I don't want to run that thing no more. I don't know if maybe it had to do something with it. I don't think so, because that just goes to the boost pressure sensor, and also to the fuel. So it makes no sense. It has nothing to do with the ECM. But I was stressing out, guys. For 2 weeks I was like, I missed out on $3 grand worth of blows, and we couldn't figure out what was wrong with the truck. I'm just glad that it worked out, and here it is. We are back and running. So no more black smoke. Maybe I'll put on the diesel freak harness later on, but for now I don't want to mess with it. I just want the truck to run 475 horses the way it is, and that's plenty. That's enough. But now I can, on low gears, high gears, I can go all the way to 2,000 RPMs if I want to, and it runs good. It runs very, very good. And I mean, at least peace of mind. I already got, I know the injector serviced, new fuel pump, check valve checked, new harness inside. Also, I went ahead and painted this tube right here. I need to go ahead and repaint it, give it another coat, throw some paint right here also. I found the business card. His name is Craig Book. He is the guy that helped me over there at Mustang Cat. Opened up the ECM, changed all those parameters on there. But it's a process, guys. When you go there and take your ECM, you need to show proof that it's your truck, because he says a lot of drivers try to take their stuff there and just open up the computer for the trucks to run more power, more fuel, whatever. So I had to show him a couple of things so he could know I own the truck. But big shout out to Craig Book. Thank you very much, man. This saved me, because I was running out of options, like what to check on the truck, what's next. And the mechanic too, I mean, he had never really seen something like this, especially after we went through all those sensors, and he went through the motor like crazy just trying to figure out what was wrong with it. But it worked, and I've already been hauling for like 2 weeks. It's about to be 3 so far. No problems, no check engine light, no codes, and we're still here. So once again, guys, I just wanted to share this experience I went through with the truck. I think it's gonna be already 2 years this month since I bought it. I had not had an issue with it until this, but for 2 years, no issues. We're good, we're blessed. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that right now, because we got my dad's truck about to come out the chrome stop. All new lights. We're gonna put it to work, haul some equipment, haul some gravel. Can't wait to do videos with it. Be safe, guys. Have a good night.